In this lecture, we are going to see the concept of B plus trees. In previous lectures, we have seen the concept of B tree, and first we begin with the need of the B tree, why B trees are required, and we come to know that B tree, in which the data will be stored on the disk, or especially the elements are stored on the disk, and we are going to make an index using those elements. And especially the aim of the indexing is to reduce the number of disk accesses that are required for accessing an element, or we can also say accessing a key. And this B tree concept, also called as M-way search tree or M-way tree. Why it is M-way tree means every node can have at most M children, and every node can store up to M keys, where M is said to be the order of the tree. Based upon the order of the tree, the elements to be stored will depend. And at the same time, the number of descendants will also depend based upon the tree's order. And based upon this order, the height of the tree will be maintained, and also depth can also be calculated and regulated. Based upon the height and depth, the access time depends. We have seen the calculation of the access time of an element or a key in a B tree by using the complexity analysis. What is the disk access if the height is h and order is m and the number of elements are n? We have seen that. And how the disk access also depends on the depth of the B tree. That also we have seen in the last lecture. The B tree programming is just like maintaining the node with m keys. That what we have seen in a general way in the trees concept. Whenever I am discussing the tree using C programming, you may watch that video in which I have given the tree programming in C, where you don't know how many number of branches are for a simple tree construction. The reason is a tree is a generic one in which you will be having many number of any number of children. So whenever you keep constraint on the children, then that will become the M-way tree. And at the same time, not only keeping the constraint on the number of children, but also the keeping constraint on the number of elements that can be fitted into a node. And after every element, you should have a pointer which is pointing to its children. These are the additional things that you are supposed to take care of while writing the B tree. Anyhow, I will post a video on the B tree program that you may view it and you may practice at your end. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the B plus tree concept. This B plus tree concept I am going to explain theoretically. To understand the B plus tree, first of all, we should know what are the limitations of B tree. Then only we can understand what is B plus tree and why we require an advanced structure. Than the B plus tree, there is another advanced structure called B star tree. The reason is, as the indexing is correct, then we can have our indexing is efficient, then we can have the faster way of accessing the element. Basically, in databases, there is a standard indexing technique called ISAM, which is called Indexed Sequential Access Method. ISAM is a very popular indexing technique in early stages of the databases. Used to be used by many of the relational database management systems. Then later on, the discovery of the B plus trees changed the entire scenario, as ISAM is a static indexing technique, whereas B plus tree is a dynamic indexing technique. Dynamic means as we want, we can insert the elements, and at the same time, as we don't want, we can delete the elements, and the indexing will be automatically adjusted. Now we'll see the introduction to the B plus tree. Then we'll move on to how to insert the elements into the B plus tree and how to delete the element from B plus tree. A B plus tree is a variant of B tree which stores stored data in a way that allows for efficient insertion, retrieval, and removal of records, each of which is identified by a key. That means B plus tree is a variant of B tree. That means whatever the property tree are applicable for B plus tree also. However, here in B trees, the data and the keys can also be stored in the tree. But in case of B plus tree, only keys are stored in the B plus tree. While a B tree can store both keys and records in the interior nodes, a B plus tree, in contrast, stores all records at the leaf level of the tree. Only keys are stored in interior nodes. As I told you, in databases, key in the sense, especially the primary key, or maybe foreign key, or maybe a candidate key, just like that. These keys will be stored in the internal nodes, but the actual data will be stored in the leaf. A leaf node of a B plus tree are often linked to one another in a linked list fashion. That means in case of B tree, the leaves are independent, though the leaves are linked to its parents. But here in B plus trees, along with the linking to the parents, these leaf level nodes are also linked to each other via a double linked list. You can traverse all the children at once via this particular double linked list. Typically, B plus trees are used to store large amount of data that cannot be stored in the main memory. The same concept we have started in the B tree concept also, especially the indexing is for the purpose to store large number of keys or data elements that will not fit into the main memory. That means that particular data will be available on the hard disk. Only a link will be provided to the hard disk. The key item of the disk data will be stored in the main memory. With B plus trees, the secondary storage, that is the magnetic disk, that is it may be a hard disk, is used to store the leaf nodes of the tree, and the internal nodes of the tree are stored in the main memory. It is just like, assume that there is a drive. In that drive, you might have created a folder called My Files. In that folder, assume that there exists around 500, not 500, assume that some large number, there exists some 1 lakh text files. And each text file may be having its own name. Now we'll consider these names as the keys. These keys are used, that is, the file names are used to build a B tree. In our case, currently it is B plus tree. Assume that these file names are used to create a B plus tree. That means the keys are the file names, and these file names are stored in the main memory, but the link to that file name or link from the file name is given to the actual file that is there on the hard disk. If you want a particular file, then you mention the file name, automatically the index will be searched and the corresponding file will be picked up. This searching operation will take within the log n to the base m time, because where n is the number of keys and m is the order of the B tree or B plus tree that is maintained. So this is the basic idea of the B plus trees. In B plus trees, especially the leaf nodes, because the data will be provided in the leaf nodes, these leaf nodes will be pointing to uh, the actually hard disk, that is the disk secondary storage device, and its corresponding keys will be available in the main memory. B plus tree stores data only in the leaf nodes, that you must remember. All other nodes, that is except leaf node, what is the internal nodes are there, are called index nodes. Index nodes means it is just like your textbook index. There will be an index of chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. In chapter 1, again, subsection 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, just like that. And what is the corresponding page? There is an indexing. So like that, there is a key or file name, which we have called as indexing name, or name or key, that will be there in the main memory. Whenever you pick that, automatically a link will be pointing to the actual data, that is the file which is stored on the hard disk. B plus tree stores data only in the leaf nodes. All other nodes are called index nodes or I nodes, and store index values, which allows us to traverse the tree from the root down the leaf node and stores the desired data items. This is the way B plus tree is arranged. So B plus tree is a little variant of B tree with these are the properties, that additional properties that B plus tree have. Let we'll see first the B tree properties first. First we'll understand the B tree properties as we have discussed in the last two lectures. All leaves of the B tree are at the same level. A B tree of order M can have at most M minus 1 keys and M children. That means any node can have at most M minus 1 keys and M children for every node. Every node in B tree has at most M children. Root node must have at least 2 nodes. Every node except the root node and the leaf node contains M by 2 children. These are the properties of the B tree. While coming to the properties of B plus tree, data is stored only in leaf nodes. So all the leaf nodes are at the same level and the data items will be stored only in the leaf nodes. Searching is faster as the data is stored only in the leaf nodes, because the leaf nodes are consisting of the data, and this data is at the same level, that is at the depth level, that is equal depth. All the data items are having the equal depth, so it is easy for anyone to access this. The reason why the accessing is faster, the accessing is faster because there is a double linked list between the leaves. Okay, all the leaves are attached with a double linked list. That is the reason it is easy. So redundant searching, next is here searching is faster as the data is stored only in the leaf node. Next one is deletion operation is easy as data can be directly deleted from the leaf node. Leaf nodes are linked together to form a linked list. So whenever the leaf nodes are linked together, you need to go traverse to the, when the leaf nodes are linked together, you need to go traverse to the parent node and go again back to the children. You can directly traverse the entire children or entire leaf nodes at a time. So this is what the idea of the linking of the nodes in the linking of the leaf nodes in the B plus trees. And one more thing is, in B trees you cannot insert redundant keys. Redundant keys means duplicate keys cannot be inserted. Where in case of B plus trees you can insert the redundant keys. Redundant search keys may be present. That means same key may be inserted twice or thrice. Usually in the databases, whenever you mention the primary key, then the primary key cannot be null and duplicate. Where in case of, if you won't mention the primary key, then it will become a candidate key. That means there may be duplicate elements that may present in the with the column name or for the corresponding column. So that means there is a possibility of existence of the duplicate elements in a table in any databases. That is especially relational databases. So that is the basic property that need to be satisfied by the database. But the keeping of the primary key or indicating of the primary key is the choice of the user, whether he may include it or he may not include it. But basically, for every column name, there may have multiple values or multiple data elements. So those data elements may be redundant in nature. Whenever these B plus trees are especially used for the indexing of the databases, if it is rejecting the duplicate keys, then it may not fit for the indexing. So the reason B plus tree has the property of the redundant search key that may be present in the that may be available for insertion into the B plus tree. Because of this nature, B plus tree has gained significant attention in the databases for the indexing purpose. Advantage of the B plus tree is like this. So there are several advantages, which are: we can fetch record in an equal number of disk accesses because all the leaf elements or the data elements that are stored in the leaf are at the same level. That is the reason we can fetch the record at the equal number of disk accesses. Compared to the B tree, the height of the B plus tree is less and remain balanced. So compared to the B plus tree height will be very less. As the height is less, obviously you can have faster access of the index. We use keys for indexing. Whenever the keys are used, it is very fast for searching. The reason is the elements are the keys that are stored in the B plus tree are in the sorted order. That is the reason it is very fast for searching. Data in the B plus tree can be accessed sequentially or directly as the leaf nodes are arranged in the linked list. So directly all the leaf nodes are linked using the linked list. So it is very easy to traverse through all the elements or all the data items that are present in the leaf level. Search is faster as data stored in the leaf nodes only. Only in the leaf nodes the data will be stored, but in the case of internal nodes, indexes are stored as a linked list. So these are the advantages with which the B plus trees have flourished in the databases. Assume the M-way search tree. We could use the 5-way tree like this. Store the smallest entries of all but the first subtree. If you look at, if I have drawn a tree like this, you look at the elements that are less than 33 are there here. The elements that are in the range of 33 and 68 are here. The elements that are greater than 68 are here. But if these two slots are there, there are no children like this to attach it to this. That means in a broader way, we can see like this particular root is having the children only at the left hand side, but there are no elements at the right hand side. It is just like an imbalance kind of thing, right? So that means it is almost at the left skewed. That means the number of elements are at the left hand side. So B plus trees are same as B trees. Dictionary pairs are in the leaf only, and leaves form a doubly linked list. Remaining nodes have following structure like J, A0, K1, A1, K2, A2 like that. So here in this J is the number of keys in a node, whereas AI is the pointer to the subtree, and K is less than or equal to smallest key in the subtree, that is AI, and greater than largest is in the AI minus 1. It is just like the elements that are less than a key which is there in the root will be placed at the left hand side, and the elements that are greater than the key in the parent will be placed at the right hand side. This is the example of the B plus tree. Let us consider the node here. Here the nodes which are indicated in yellow are the leaf nodes. Now you look at these leaf nodes are linked using double linked list. So this leaf node 1, 3 and 5, 6, 9, 16, 17, 30, 40, these leaf nodes are linked with the double linked list. This is the additional risk that you are supposed to take in the programming. That is, the leaf nodes will be in the will be linked with the double linked list. That means you can traverse from this leaf node to this leaf node and to the 9, 16, 17, 30, 40. If I want to go for range search, I want to get the elements between 5 and 17. Directly you traverse from 5. 5 will be compared with 9. 9 is compared with 5. So directly from 5 you start. So what is the range you want? 5 to 17. 5, 6, 9, 16, 17. So these elements will be directly printed. No need to come back and check with the root and parent. So this is what the advantage, thereby the number of disk accesses will be reduced compared to the B tree. Recall the definition of the B tree, in which we have, if the number of if the order of the tree is m, then there can be m number of descendants, and a node can have at most m children. So these are the conditions that we have seen. The same conditions can be applicable for the B plus tree also. In B plus tree, the specialty is B plus tree will allow the duplicate elements to insert into the tree, and the advantage of B plus tree is the height that is maintained by the B plus tree is smaller compared to the B tree. And in B plus tree, the indexing keys will be there in the internal nodes, and the leaf nodes consisting of the data items. And where in case of B tree, the keys and data items can be there in the internal nodes and also in the leaf. And to have faster access in B plus tree, the leaf elements that are data items are linked together via double linked list. So in this tree, the keys that you are observing via green in color are the indexing keys. The corresponding data items you can find in the color yellow. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 16, 17, 30, 40 are the data elements, are data items. And 9, 5, 16, 30 up to here, up to this particular part, the keys are stored in the main memory. Where in case of this leaf parts will be there on the hard disk. So accessing the main memory is faster than the accessing the hard disk. So that reason, whatever the database you want to access, directly they will access the keys which are stored in the memory. Whenever they get the keys, then it is very easy to go to the hard disk because the pointer is linked to the memory. So once the pointer is linked to the memory, immediately it will go to the corresponding file in the on the hard disk. Why I'm saying file here, in case of databases, it is a record. Whenever the record is stored on the disk, automatically it will go onto the disk and will pick up the record and will show to the user. So here one thing you need to remember is these leaf elements are, we cannot say these are the elements, these are the data items. These data items will be stored on the hard disk. Okay, it is just like how whenever the files program in C, whenever you are writing, you will write a file program like file star fp. Fp is equal to f open of file name comma read mode or write mode or append mode. Whenever you say fp, it is the pointer. So whenever the pointer is created successfully, memory will be allocated. That memory will be there in the main memory. But the actual file where it will be there, physical file, that will be there on the hard disk. Okay, but you are using the pointer and making use of the insertion of the elements, or inserting the text, or deleting the text, or reading the text from the file which is present on the hard disk. In the same way, the keys are stored in the main memory and actual data will be stored on the disk. This is what the B plus tree concept. So the keys which are indicated in the green are the index nodes, and the data items that are present in the yellow are the leaf nodes. So the B plus tree searching will be done like this. If I want to search for the element key element 5, then 5 is the element which is less than 6 and less than 20. So whatever the key is, say for example, if you want to search for the key element as 5, just like in a binary search tree concept, whatever the technique you use, the same technique you are supposed to use here. 5 will be compared with 9, and 5 is less than 9, so compare here, traverse to the left side and compare. So 5 is matched, so you found the element. And if you want to get a key which is lies between 6 and 20, then obviously it is say for example the same 5 you consider, it is the key which is lies between 6 and 20. So 6 and 20 means this may be 7, this may be 9, or this may be 16. whatever the key you take here, obviously it is like a range search. In the last lecture, when we are discussing the B tree insertion, that is the element insertion into the B tree, we have found a range search kind of thing. That range search we can easily identify via the starting and ending key element. But first of all, you are supposed to search for the starting element. The 6 you are supposed to compare with 9. 6 is less than 9, so you are traverse at the right side, so left side. Then you compare with 5, which is greater than 5, so you traverse at the right side. Now from here, you need to start searching for the key. So going back to the root and coming back to the right hand side and checking here, it is a time taking process. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. See, like this 4 steps you are supposed to do. But from 6, you can directly traverse to the till directly traverse 1 or 2 items. Then you can easily find out the key when the search is made in a particular range. And one thing you remember, this traversing is happening on the hard disk, because the data you are going to search for the data items. These data items will be stored on the hard disk, not in the main memory. So whenever you are performing the searching on the hard disk, obviously you will look for the less number of disk accesses. So in this way, this B plus tree will help us in faster searching. If you want to insert a new element, say now can you recall what is the order of the tree is? What is the order of this tree? The order of this tree is, it is 2. That is the number of elements, the maximum number of elements in a node are 2. This is the order of 2. Or we can say it is a 2-3 tree, or we can say 3-2 tree. Because if the order is m, we can say it is the m hyphen m minus 1 tree, or m minus 1 hyphen m tree. This is the order of 2, and let will go for insertion of the node 10. 10 is compared with 9. Obviously, it is greater than 9. You will traverse at the right side. Compare with the first element of the right child. 10 is less than 16, so traverse at the right side. So traverse at the left side, and insert the 10 in this particular position. So 9, 10 should be there. So insert a pair with key is equal to 2. So now you insert a pair called 2. So 9 is greater than 2. That is 2 is less than 9. So traverse at the left side. 2 is less than 5. Traverse at the left side. Now the element to be inserted is 1, 2, 3. Now what will happen here? It is exceeding the number of elements to be fitted in a node. So what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to perform the splitting operation. So new pair goes into 3 nodes. So that is the reason this particular node should be splitted. How? Insert new pair so that keys are in the ascending order 1, 2, 3. Split the node into 2. If the order is even, the left split should consisting of n by 2 elements, and the right split consisting of n by 2 plus 1 elements. So the left split is 1 and right split is 2. The first element of the right split will become the root. Insert the smallest key in the new node and point to this new node to the parent. So the first element of the right split will become the parent, and parent is 2, and the parent's right hand side, whatever the node is there, the first element in the right hand side node address should be present in the parent. So 2 is matched. So you are going to arrange the tree like this. Now 2 should be inserted with the 5. That is, 2 should be merged with the 5, and the resultant. So insert the index or insert an index entry 2 plus a pointer to the parent. So whenever you insert this, the insertion will be done like this. So 2, 5, and the elements that are between the 2 and 5 will be having a pair here, and 5, 6 here, and 1 is less than 2, so it will be placed here. And one thing you remember, all the data items at the leaf are linked each other. I am not giving the linking here. I am not showing linking here. Assume that, not assumption it is, there exists a link, double linked list between the data items that you can show via a simple dashed line or something when you are drawing in examination or somewhere. Now insert a pair with key 18. Obviously 18 to be compared with 9. 18 is greater than 9. Traverse at the right side. 18 is greater than 16, and also very less than smaller than 30. So you are supposed to go to the right hand side child of the 16, in which 16, 17, 18 should be there. So 18 should be inserted at the right side. So what happened here, whenever you insert, the number of elements in the node are 3. So this particular node to be splitted further. So whenever you split it, then 17, 18, 16, 17 will become the parent. So insert an index entry 17 plus a pointer to the parent. So whenever you insert it, obviously the parent node also consisting of 3 nodes now. So it will be further splitted. Whenever it is further splitted, then the 16 will become the left parent, left child, and 17, 13, 17 and 30 will become the right child, right split. Now 17 should be lifted up. Whenever the 17 is lifted up, then the 17 will be attached with the root. So when the 17 is attached with the root, the left split will become the middle of the 9 and 17, and 30 is the right split node, which will become the right hand of the child of the 17, and 30 as it is having 16 also as it is having 2 5 also as it is having. Now insert a pair with key is equal to 7. So 7 is compared with 9, less than 9. Move at the left side. 2, 5, 7. So 7 should be placed at the 5, 6, 7 here. Whenever you make 5, 6, 7, it will be split into 2, 5, 6, 7, and 6 will become the parent. So whenever 6 will become the parent, so this particular pair will be splitted, and 6 will become the parent, and thereby what will happen, that will be percolated to the effect will be percolated to the parent, and how this particular 17 is splitted and inserted to the root, the entire adjustments has to be done. Now what happened, 7 will be percolated to the parent. So 2 5 7 will be there. So this will be further splitted. 5 will be placed here, 5 9 and 17. So this also be splitted up. So 5 9 17 and 9 will become the root, then 5 and 9 17, and this tree adjustment will be done. So you look at 9 16 30 2 5. This is the adjusted node after the adjustment of the insertion of node 7. So that means whenever you insert any key, the effect is going to the top. That is, if the splitting was happened, then the effect is going till top. That is to root. Now let us see the deletion operation. You are supposed to delete 16. So whenever you try to delete the 16, so compare with the 9 first, then traverse at the right side because 16 is greater than 9. So you find the 16 here. Whenever the 16 is deleted, obviously if the 16 is the first element of any first, second or third node, then the next element will become the should be replaced with the next element, and this 16 has to be deleted. So this is the node you are supposed to target to delete the element 16. Delete pair is always in a leaf. So obviously whatever the deleted element is there, that will be always in the leaf. The reason is it will be there on the disk. So directly you delete it, and then delete pair with key is equal to 1. So whenever the key 1 is to be deleted, 1 is compared with 9, go at the left side, compare with 2, traverse at the left side, 1. Here 1 is going to be deleted. So get a greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1 from the adjacent sibling. So here 1, if 1 is deleted, what happened? You are supposed to get the element from the sibling and you are supposed to update the parent key. What is the element to be picked up from the sibling? That is 2. So this 2 has to be placed in 1, and 3 is the element that should be placed here. So 2 is the element that we got here. So 1 is removed because we have to get a borrow from, that is one data element to the left hand side, so that the entire structure cannot be disturbed. And 3 will become the parent. So this is the way you are supposed to do this. Next, delete pair with key 1, obviously that we have done just now. Now delete the pair with key 2. Now whenever the key 2 was deleted, you have to borrow from the sibling. Whenever you borrow from the sibling, here 3 will come here. Whenever 3 has come here, then what is the element will be present here? Nothing. So for that, what you are supposed to do? Merge with the sibling, delete in between key in parent. So what you are supposed to do here? So merge with the sibling, 2, 3 must be merged together. So here 2 will be deleted and 3 will be merged with this, and so what will become? 3 will become the left child of 5, and 5, 6 will be remain like that. Then delete the pair with key is equal to 3. Now what you are supposed to do? You need to borrow something from sibling. The first element from the sibling. Get greater than or equal to 1 from the sibling and update the parent key. So whenever you got the 5, then 6 will be placed at the root and 6 will be at the right hand side. You look at here, deletion. Whenever you are performing deletion, all the deletions are happening in the data level itself, that is at the leaf level itself. Delete the pair with key is equal to 9. So whenever 9 is there, you check with the 9 which is at the root and traverse at the right side and find the leaf that is 9. So merge with the sibling, delete in between key in parents, and do this. So that is the reason whenever you delete 9, you are supposed to merge with the parent. So 17 will be there here, and 30 will be the parent, and 30, 40 will be there. Delete pair with key is equal to 6. So whenever key 6 is deleted, merge with the sibling, delete in between key in parent. Merge with the sibling and delete in key between the parent. So here there is nothing to merge with the sibling. Only thing is you are supposed to delete with the parent. This is the only option available. Index node becomes deficient now. So get one sibling, move last one to parent, get parent key. So in such cases, this 9, whatever the 9 is there, that will be shifted to the left hand side, and thereby this root 9 will be percolated down, and this particular 9 will be shifted to the right hand side, and the 16 is the element key that will be percolated out. So you will get the root as 16, and 30 here 70 is the left hand side of 30, and 30, 40 you will get. Delete 9. This is the deletion of 9. So whenever you delete 9, obviously it must have some sufficient number of elements. Here we don't have sufficient elements. So merge with the sibling, delete in between key in parent. So delete it. So index node become deficient. So in such cases, what you are supposed to do? Merge with the sibling in between the key parents. So merge with the things like, for example, 16, 30. So you merge with the 16, 30, and 5 will be at the left hand side of the 16, and 17 will be in between 16 and 13, 30, and 30, 40 will be greater than 30. So whenever you merge like this, the root element don't have any key. So that is the reason you make this particular 1630 as the root. Index node becomes deficient. So whatever the parent with sufficient keys 1630, whenever the root node have no element or no key, then this particular left child will become the parent. Or we can say this left child will become the root node. So in such cases, so it will become the 16, 30, 5, 17, 30, 40 after the adjustment. So in the previous adjustment, what happened? The 16, 30, 17, 30, 40, which is at the right hand side. Now this 30 is measured with 16. So 16, 30 has come and it should be measured with the left side. So whenever it is measured with the left side, then this root will become empty. Whenever the root becomes empty, there is no significance of this particular root is equal to empty. So that is the reason what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to remove this particular root and make this 1630 as the root. So that is what the thing mentioned here. Index node becomes deficient. Then that is the reason you are supposed to make 1613 as 16, 30 node as the root node and discard the root node. Or we can say b plus 3 node is equal to b plus 3 node left. So thereby what will happen? The b plus 3 root node will become the left node. So this is what the b plus 3 is. B plus 3 is just like B trees only. There is no much difference in this. But B plus trees in general will be having uh, same property as B tree. But the differences are B plus trees will allow the duplicate elements. All the data items that are stored in the leaf in the B plus tree and all the data items are linked together via double linked list. So this is what the B plus trees concept is.